you're doing,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah,
anything
thank you.
shady happens to this guy, we all know who did it.
Yep.
But where
Yeah.
can people just go to support you in general?
Well, there's my YouTube channel, Kevin
Okay.
Ship 1, and most of my videos there are free. I'm on Twitter now, X. It's at Kevin_Ship, and I post things about this regularly. Or they can find me through Skyhorse. And the book Twilight or the Shadow Government is a mission for me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep my royalties. I have some.
If not, please start a not a GoFundMe, Give Send Go.
Yeah.
And with a Christian company, Give Send Go, and we will support you because we are. I'm like, you know, we are, and it's just funny that you're Christian because I have just felt this is the Christ is King year, and Christ is truth. The way that you must just follow the truth and be willing to face the consequences.
Yep.
I have.
And now let's get into this Destiny debate, and then we may just head into the conspiracy hour soon enough.
So both two-tier Kier over in your shithole island, and
this guy got majorly disrespectful to both, well, Britain, my people over there in the UK, and Destiny, of course. This debate contains highly inappropriate language that is unsuited for some audiences, but this is key media, man, and hey, we uncensored this way. Let's go.
So with the American election happening in the coming days, I'm speaking to a social media personality, Destiny, otherwise known as Stephen Bonnell, his real name, and Gavin Mclnnes is founder of the Proud Boys, a far-right organisation, designated terrorist group in Canada and New Zealand. So let's get started. We'll talk about Trump and we'll talk about Kamala Harris. So let's start with Trump. Gavin, we'll start with you. So Trump is currently in several court cases of being accused of rape, election interference, and different things.
Rape? Wow.
Isn't he not? And what do you think of all of this, and why are you supporting him?
I just realized I dislike Destiny quite a bit because he represents this sort of cuck culture. But I realize I hate British people even more. You're all retarded. You're the victims of your BBC government-funded propaganda. Rape.
This guy does not share the opinions of anybody here on Set and Key Media, but whoa, that's some strong opinions, my friend. That is some very strong opinions. Okay, let's go.
Rape. He was charged with rape. One thing you have to understand is our justice system is fucking garbage. Our judges are retarded. So when you hear someone has been accused or someone's going to court or someone was sentenced or someone's in jail, it doesn't mean they're guilty. It means they're victims of lawfare. And Trump has been a victim of lawfare since he started running in 2016. In 2015, he was a victim of lawfare.
So the election, so let's talk about the election interference one. So he called up the Georgia governor and asked to find...
damn it, James, I'm trying to, come on, man. Shout out to my UK, but come on, bro. We can't just say fuck the whole country.
7,700 votes, if I'm correct.
Damn.
Yes, he was aware that the election was stolen, and it was. And now just saying that is considered a crime. I mean, you get sued to bankruptcy for pointing out that the election was stolen. He asked the governor to find the votes that had been stolen. And I think Dinesh D'Souza's movie, 2000 Mules, perfectly summarizes how the election was stolen.
Destiny, I guess. Stephen, sorry, do you want to respond?
Yeah, Stephen's good. I don't even know.
You're not going by Destiny anymore?
No, I'm not a professional gamer anymore. I don't even know where to start. Trump was convicted in front of a jury. So, if you don't like the fact that a jury convicts somebody of a crime...
Well, that means he's guilty.
By definition...
my friends
what do you think guilty
have gone
means?
To jail for bullshit?
Probably none. Honestly, if they're your friends, they probably deserved it.
Whoa.
And then this idea that
Destiny gets hella disrespectful so early. But then, nope, I gotta be fair. He did say that Destiny was a cuck right off the rip.
The 2000 Mules movie would proved anything. What a joke of a horrible fucking movie. The producers actually delisted it because that movie was such dog shit, and they didn't want any civil liability for being sued over it.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You get sued.
Yeah, when you tell lies about people, you get sued for it. It's called defamation.
No, you're lying right now. These are lies.
What am I lying?
The election was stolen.
Really?
The election was stolen.
Where was the evidence for that? Why have 3 attorneys been disbarred? What?
Our only hope is to be too big to rig. That's our only hope this election, because you're going to rig it again. You people.
How was it rigged in 2020?
He has no answer. There's no answer. There's just a cucked response. They're just mad that like their Big Daddy Trump lost.
Are you calling me a cuck?
Yes, you are a cuck for Trump. Yes, you like to sit in the corner.
You let men fuck you in the ass, and you're not even gay.
First of all, even if I did let men fuck me in the ass, that's not cuckoldry. You even know what cuckoldry is?
I predicted your divorce to the minute, and you're calling me a cuck? You're in the dictionary.
A cuck and a rapist. Yeah.
Wait, so let's go back to Trump. So you're saying that...
Well, Destiny, the explicit story of your marriage is, yes, while your wife was out there taking dick from another man, you was paying her off. You was paying for her lifestyle while over there while she was in good old Sweden. So in a way, that is a bit of a cuck relationship. Let's be real.
So let's talk about, so he was in court. They did find him guilty. Are you saying that's not, Gavin, are you saying that's not actually counted to what happens in court?
Okay, this is how retarded both of you are, by the way. You're both on the left, I can tell, because you said rape. E. Jean Carroll says that Trump jumped her bones in a changing room. E. Jean Carroll's dog is named Penis. Her cat is named Vagina. Wow. She painted all the trees in her yard blue. Wow. She is a crazy old cat lady. The dress that she says he ejaculated on wasn't made by DKNY during that time. She refuses to have it DNA tested. That is the level of lunatic that is allowed to go to court and win an $85 million settlement against Trump. That's where our justice system is at when they've decided there's a bad guy. And all of those other charges, he overvalued his real estate. But everyone does that, and the bank does their due diligence. These two, as the Supreme Court...
And honestly, as the appeals court said, yo, show me another case where the bank's not complaining, there's no victims of this like loan being given, and the loan was paying back in full. Show me another case where somebody was charged like this. Oh, you can't? Okay, yeah, we're dropping the case. Y'all might need to be sanctioned.
Called them sophisticated parties, were well aware of what was going on. They got paid back, but they go to prison. Just like in Britain, where fucking Tommy Robinson goes to jail because his brother-in-law wasn't totally honest about his mortgage loan that he paid back. So both two-tier Kier over in your shithole island and our destroyed country have the same garbage law, the same garbage court system. It's a disgrace.
Okay, so first of all, how does her dog's name got to do with the court case?
What?
You mentioned what her dog's and cat's name was.
Well, I'm describing the level of lunatic who we take seriously in American courts. She is she said women enjoy rape, by the way. I could talk about E. Jean Carroll for days, but I hope those small examples illustrate how fucking insane she is. She's a lunatic, and she won. And that's how you see Trump as a rapist. Stormy Daniels, he never even fucked Stormy Daniels. He paid her a nuisance fee to get her out of his hair, like all famous people do. In Hollywood, you allot a certain amount of money for the crazy bitches that say you molested them.
Yeah, no, you don't. No, you don't do that.
Yeah, you do.
No,
see your problem? You know what your problem is, Steve?
No, you don't.
You don't exist.
You don't do
You're Chat GPT. You don't know people.
You never I do know people, bro. What are you talking about?
You've never been in a fight.
Gavin, you're a broke fucking loser nobody who is fucking... I don't even know where the fuck you live right now. Like,
are you in Australia?
You don't know people. You don't know the world. So everything you get is...
Bro, doesn't this man look like the KFC guy, Colonel Sanders, bro? But he cooking, though. My man Colonel Sanders cooking right now.
From online.
I know plenty of people. I know plenty of people that know you too, Gavin. I know so much about you from people that I know behind the scenes, Gavin. You're a piece of shit. You're a scumbag. Not the life that you have, apparently. I mean, I'm kind of happy to say that.
Yeah, I'm happily married with 3 kids in New York City. No one fucks me in the ass. And you can't predict my divorce like I predicted your divorce.
Yeah. How much does your wife keep up with your personal life, Gavin?
So what?
Wait, how much does your wife keep up with your personal life, Gavin?
My wife is intimately involved in my personal life.
Okay.
No black man fuck my wife.
So talking about Trump,
did I not predict your divorce?
Gavin, let's go back to Trump. So let's move on from his court case and talk about this now. Right now, 2024, it's a tiebreaker. Anyone could win. Gavin, why are you supporting Trump?
I mean, look at him. Why wouldn't he? Look at this dude.
He says that anyone can win, but hey, man, this is before, man. Everybody, this is all before the election, so just so y'all know.
Pardon me?
I said, look at this dude. Why wouldn't he? You're fucking insane. You're 2 peas in a pod.
Okay. Great argument. I'm supporting Trump because politics is downstream from culture. And there's a great book by Selena Zito called The Great Revolt. And what she discovered when she was so confused by...
I ain't gonna lie, I like this interview because there is blood in the field. I like it.
Trump, because politics is downstream from culture. And there's a great book by Selena Zito called The Great Revolt. And what she discovered when she was so confused by everyone being against Obama, she assumed it was racism. And she discovered that the problem with Obama was this culture of shame and self-hatred, ethnomasochism, and disgust that the elite...
Yeah, that white men are going through right now. And if you're a white man, you have this self-hatred of yourself. Smack yourself real quick. Come on, bro. Come on. Don't do that to yourself. And I would say to the black man, bro, don't sit there and think that you need the white man's money to succeed in life, or you just need these reparations. You don't. You just need your own 2 feet in your hands. There you go.
Elites have for the average American. And that's what pissed them off about Obama. You know, he had the head of NASA going on tour talking about what Muslims did for mathematics instead of trying to get anything into space. Americans want to be proud again because they should be. And Trump's culture is no more shame, meritocracy. We're the greatest country in the world. He basically wants to make America 1985 again, with jet skis and wet T-shirt contests and wraparound sunglasses. Back when we had a sense of humor and we were fun before political correctness ruined our culture. So I'm for Trump because we
got 600 of y'all in here, man. Make sure to double tap that screen, like the video, guys. We appreciate the support. Make sure to subscribe to the channel.
It's pro-American culture, and that is not Kamala. She is about shame.
Stephen, I'll ask you just to respond to Gavin, and I just want to point at one point that Gavin said. Gavin talked about political correctness. A lot of people on the right and a lot of people around America look at what's happening and they see the Democrat Party, as a party of political correctness that does take away a bit from that's what they do talk about. They see a lot of people do see the Democrat Party as a party of political correctness. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, a little too PC, though. The political correctness is a little too much there to the point where they do censor their own speech through their own PC. I mean, what was it? I know South Park had a character called PC Principal. You got to make sure that everything had political correctness to it.
These are like unserious issues for unserious people. If you spend all day
to the detriment of the comfortability of those around them.
On Twitter and you're obsessing over trans people, being in sports or whatever woke mind virus, whatever bullshit. I don't care about that. I care about the structure of a government. I care about the powers of the president. I care about our foreign policy. I care about our domestic issues. Like, these are the things that matter. And on every single level, Trump has failed in all of these things. So why would I? So I don't know. I'm not going to vote for some guy because he's less woke than the other person. Also, hold on. I got a package. I'm down 1 second, okay? You can talk, Gavin, though, because nothing you say is valuable anyway.
Being less woke links down to immigration. It links down to inflation. It is linked to foreign policy, all of that stuff. It's all the same.
Okay, sorry. Gavin's mom needed me for a second.
See, another reason that you don't exist in real life is the way you talk. If we were in person, you would be choked out right now.
If we were in person, you'd probably be drunk off your ass and get arrested and thrown in the fucking tank, okay?
Damn. I mean, hey. Destiny could take it and serve it. I'll tell you that. I mean, well, obviously, due to his sexual escapades, we know that. But, man. I do agree, though. Destiny in person would not be talking like this. He wouldn't be talking like that. That's a lot of liberals, though. They meet you in person, they're pretty damn quiet. Or I would say not, well, at least more civil, I'd say.
Arrested for assaulting you.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
That's why you talk the way you talk, because you live online.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
People say that, and then I see them in real life, and they're just these demure little submissive boys. So, I don't know. Maybe. Listen, if you see me, you beat the shit out of me, okay? Knock yourself out.
You let men fuck you in the ass. Yo. You define submissive.
Do you think about that a lot, Gavin?
No, but you call me a cuck and say I'm submissive? It's insane.
What, you seem obsessed with talking about other men and their sex lives.
You brought it up. You called me a cuck, moron.
You started talking about my shit before. You literally started the conversation off calling me a cuck.
Yeah.
He did.
You define culturally the fall of man. And the way you talk to me is proof of that.
Okay.
Anyway, you want to talk about immigration?
Sure.
We need to close the borders. Every country is concerned about immigration. If you don't have borders, you don't have a country. If you don't have an electoral process, you don't have a country. And we're doing real bad on both.
Why is it okay that Trump shut down the border bill that was in Congress?
Do you honestly support that border bill, or are you just kidding?
The Republicans supported it until Trump told them not to.
No, Trump told them not to.
The Republicans wanted a border bill, but what the Democrats wrote up, or what Biden and Kamala wrote up, just wasn't it. That's the problem. It just was not it.
That doesn't mean they supported it.
They did.
That border bill wanted to process more illegals. I don't want that. You know how many people want to fuck Eva Mendes? Millions. I don't want to facilitate that. Only one guy gets to fuck her, Ryan Gosling. 3/4 of the world wants to come to America. The answer is no. Well, I don't want to process them more. I also don't like that bill because it's got a bunch of fucking bullshit earmarked for Ukraine and all kinds of other bullshit. It's just like their Inflation Reduction Act. It does the opposite of what it says it's going to do. That bill wasn't about closing the borders. It was about facilitating more illegals.
Stephen, why didn't they just do one single bill about?
Yeah, that Inflation Reduction Act, it failed. Let's be real. Inflation was high under Biden. So there you go. That's the problem. Like, no matter what y'all say Biden did or Kamala Harris and the Biden administration did, it failed.
Immigration.
They did. They tried it. He's just lying. The Republicans just lie like they breathe. They did try to do one single bill. The Republicans still rejected it.
That's actually, ironically, a lie.
Okay.
So you're talking about lying as you lie. They have never proposed anything rational about immigration. It's a very simple concept. It's called closing the borders. You want to get rid of who's here? It's called attrition. You fine employers for hiring illegals, and they all go back with their tails between their legs, like they regularly do when the economy is bad. So the solution to America's plight is largely closed borders. And that, by the way, goes back to what I was saying about cultural. If you're culturally against illegal immigration, that's the first step to having strong borders.
Cool. The U.S. Senate failed Thursday to advance a border security bill as both parties seek to hone their message on immigration policy in the run-up into November's elections. The Senate bill failed to advance on a 43-50 procedural vote. The chamber already rejected the measure as part of a broader foreign aid package earlier this year. When they tried it initially as part of a broader package, it failed. When they tried it on its own, it failed. So you fucking lied, okay?
No, tried it on its own is not on its own. That is a lie. It was not a cohesive, structured bill that was going to.
That's great. Now you're changing. Yeah, now you're changing the argument. The reality is, if they didn't like it, they could have debated.
You said they tried it with just immigration and it didn't go through.
They tried it with just the border bill. Yes.
No, it wasn't
not
just
part of the not part of Ukraine aid or anything.
More border crossings when the guys in charge weren't even judges. They were just random fucking customs officials who were going to stamp your passport and say, you're in.
Yeah, that's not how any of that works. That's literally not how any of that works. None of that works. Nothing you're saying is true. Literally nothing. Nothing you're saying is true.
They're not judges.
So at the end of the day, Stephen, why did Trump have much less border encounters than Biden?
Yeah, I wonder.
Well, I mean, for one, he had COVID. He had Title 42. He could literally shut down and reject people for asylum seeking using Title 42 because of.
No, it was way before COVID. Border crossings were down.
They weren't down that much from Obama. What do you mean? Look at the look at the immigration stats.
12 million people crossed the border under Biden. That's as many as Ellis Island in its entirety. Its entire 85 years. We've had 12 million fucking illegals. And
they're not illegals. Also, they're people that are seeking asylum. That's not an illegal immigrant. But
the quality of immigrants we're getting these days is alarmingly bad. It's not destitute families looking for a job.
Well, if we would have allocated more money to the border for asylum judges to make rulings on that, we'd be able to deport faster.
They weren't judges. You know they weren't judges.
Some of the funding was allowing for judges. Yes. Some of the funding went towards judges.
I'm not allotting more money. 3/4
Then don't allot more money. Then have the system be backed up and have all the people in here on waiting for their court date and then sit here and bitch about it and do fucking nothing. This is all Republicans do. All conservatives do is they cry all day about everything and they don't fix fucking anything. They've got no solutions. They just suggest pie in the sky shit that they know will never fucking pass. Like, oh, deport for 20
And liberals don't actually look into the policies that they enforce. Like, all right, but we all know the bipartisan border bill was mostly for foreign aid. So yeah, and that was the only time they tried to shoot it through. So I'm wondering what he's talking about. And let's be real. If we're talking about the original terms of the bipartisan border bill, doesn't that mean they just try to shoot through foreign aid a bunch of times?
million people, and that's it. So that way they can just cry. You're permanent victims.
The border was fixed.
You are a
blame
permanent
COVID.
victim, and you like it. You like being a victim because at the end of the day, you're the one that's dreaming about getting fucked in the ass. Okay, that's what you're obsessing with.
Okay.
You like to be a victim.
I wouldn't
You don't want to
pursue the
solve
whole
any
fucking ass
problems.
thing.
You want to sit
Okay.
there
Great
on your
for you.
knees and you want to cry. You want to cry about it and not do anything about it. That's
Oh,
all you
I'm
want to
not
do.
crying.
You are. You're crying.
I'm
You're
getting-
right now. The immigrants
I'm
are.
getting mad.
The immigrants are. You're crying like a little bitch.
No, that's
Damn,
not
crying is
you're,
crazy.
you're mistaking anger for sadness. I'm not crying liberal tears. I'm having
You're crying
a
conservative
right-wing
tears.
rage
They're a
attack
lot more
at you
delicious.
and other people who don't recognize the border problem.
Academic rights did. They try to pass a bill. You guys don't even think there's a border problem. That's why you're like,
tried to
fuck
pass
it.
a garbage
You're like,
bill. It
let's
was a
let's
garbage
keep.
bill.
Then why not? Then why not debate it? Then why not debate it in the Senate? Why not reform it? Why not do something
Be
different
right
with
back,
it?
chat.
Because it was irrevocably bad. It was not a strong border bill.
It was a
It's
Republican
just
bill.
like
it was authored by
the
Langford in the
Inflation
Senate. He's a
Reduction
Republican.
Act.
The
They keep
Republicans supported the
making up
exact same bill
funny
years
names
earlier.
for things that are the opposite of what they purport to be. It's a scam, and people like you fall for it because you don't go outside.
Oh, yeah.
So you're a victim of propaganda because you just live on the internet.
Oh, okay.
So we can chat GPT you into a fictional person. You're an AI bot.
So, Gavin, what
Go
would
to the
the,
border,
what would the
dude.
Republican Party
Visit
do with the
someone
border?
in prison. Experience life.
What particular things would the
Experience
Republican
life.
Party do to solve the border crisis?
Build a wall, an actual wall that goes from that covers the entire southern border. Punish those who hire illegals. Let the border guards do their fucking job. Like the last time that they arrested someone, they had the strap that's used to guide a horse correctly. That the administration, because they never been down there, they've never been to West Texas. They just assume it's a whip, and they're whipping illegals. That's where the culture crosses over into politics and actual policy, where they go, these poor illegals are getting whipped. No, we're just trying to enforce the border. If law enforcement was allowed to do its job, we could have this problem solved in one term. Again, 12 million people under Biden. What a fucking catastrophe. Totally unprecedented.
So what
in
exactly?
American
Sorry,
history.
maybe I missaid, but what exactly will the Republican Party do?
I just said they will punish those who hire illegals. That is an attrition tactic to get them to go home on their own accord.
Isn't it
Rounding
already
them up-
illegal to hire? It's already illegal to hire illegals. What, you're going to make an illegal
punished.
thing even more illegal? Like,
Okay, how are illegals working then? If it's so
because
illegal?
people, how do thieves steal from stores, Gavin? They break the fucking law. What do you mean?
Yeah, and we don't punish shoplifters for stealing. That's why you have to put plexiglass around your fucking deodorant, and that's why Walgreens and CVS are going bankrupt. We're not allowing law enforcement to do its job. We have laws on the books to prevent illegal aliens. They are being prevented from enforcing these laws. That's the problem with all your gay bills, too. We already have great laws. They're just not enforced because they're hamstrung. Fucking Biden sued Texas for putting up a barrier. He sued Arizona for enforcing immigration laws. The government sues the states for enforcing their own fucking laws.
Yeah, because
That's
the
how
federal
bad it
government is what
in America.
exclusively enforces immigration. It's not up to the states to do it.
No, states put up boundaries. They
No.
put up razor wire, and they get sued by the government for doing
Okay,
so.
so let's move. So, Stephen, I want to ask you about Trump. So many people, probably including Gavin, see Trump as a tough guy, maybe even a bully, but a tough guy who will get other people in other countries to listen to him. They see that as a change from Biden, who many saw as very senile and old. So they see it from Biden to Trump, and they want to like push their image on the world stage as tough and strong. What do you say to people like?
And goddamn, all right, guys. Yeah, we gotta head out here. We got something coming up, but I do appreciate y'all for tuning in here, man. This is Set with S.E.T. Media, and we'll be back tomorrow with a call-in show and a possible watch party. Because thanks for the support. Due to the support, we're gonna go ahead and have the Am I Racist watch party. You know, the movie by Matt Walsh. We'll go ahead and have a watch party on Rumble for you guys. Appreciate the support. Make sure y'all check us out, though. Appreciate y'all, guys. Let's go. I'll see y'all. All right, Rumble. Appreciate y'all for tuning in as well, Rumble.